Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So happy Women's Month. So obviously you know my content is all about celebration of empowerment of women and development. So I'm definitely going to be doing some more content around that. And for this particular video, I am telling you three of my favorite female writers and some of the qualities I admire in their writing. So number one is Maya Angelou. Yes, Maya Angelou is that female writer that I truly admire because her words literally speak life onto my soul. They really do. I mean, I'm sure everybody knows of her famous poem, Still I Rise, and I memorized that poem because the words in it were so amazing and powerful. And that's something that I always appreciate and admire about my Angelou. I tell people that there's something about reading her writing. Like reading her writing is like going through this journey and you are filled with so many emotions where like she can take you from this experience of feeling pain and then to just feeling as though you are strong, you are empowered, and that you can really overcome any obstacles and challenges. I'm even getting emotional talking about it because I know how I felt when I've read her works. And that's why I memorized Till I Rise, because there are certain words that she says in that poem, like, you may write me down in history with your bitter twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust I'll rise. You know, she's just like, those words really, it's actually like a mantra to me. And the reason why I admire her is because I would hope that my own writing can do that to other people. I would hope that people can read my words and it can take them from one emotion to another, that if they were ever feeling sad or upset or insecure or unworthy, they can read my words and find comfort in my words. They can find a home in my words. They can find encouragement and motivation, because I feel that that is what my Angelou's words have done to me. So as a writer, I can only hope that my words can be able to uplift somebody out of their own pain. So Maya Angelou, to me, she's just one of the greatest, and her words are powerful. And I would also hope that maybe somebody can read my words and find encouragement and motivation the way I have found encouragement and motivation through Maya's words. I'm getting so emotional. I don't know why. Don't mind me. I'm such an emotional person. And now number two, the other writer I really admire is Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Yes, I know she's our favorite Nigerian author. And one of the reasons, to be honest, why I admire her is because you notice that in her books, there's lots of history and a lot of research. And that is what I appreciate and respect about her work. My favorite book from her was Americana, and it's really obvious because reading that book, I felt like I could just relate to the story, to the experiences of really trying to find yourself in a different environment, and also just having a better understanding of what race and racism means outside of the country. Like, I lived those experiences, so that book is like something that I could really relate to. So I really appreciate that story, and I appreciate the time that she really takes into creating her works. Like, you can tell the woman sits down and she does the research, she tells you the history, and that is something that I hope to develop as a writer, because to be honest, I know I'm the kind of writer where I just like to tell you about what I've learned from life, how I choose to be better, my process moving forward. I like to write about personal development, but I appreciate people who take the time to do the history and the research, because that is really needed in order to really develop a good story and to tell your story well, to be able to take us to the past, let us know how things were then and now, because we all know that your past shapes your future. So I really truly respect and admire her for how she really takes the time to help us to understand Nigeria's history and Nigeria's past, and the way she embodies that in her story is a quality that I admire, and I know that I need to work on in my own writing so that my stories can have more depth and richness in it if I can tell you the full history of the stories. And now the third author that I truly admire is Renee Brown. Now, I'm going to link the video on the power of vulnerability. So one of the reasons why I admire Renee Brown is actually because of her ability to discuss emotions and getting yourself to a better state of wellness, you know, and just going after the life you want. And if you follow me, you know that I am super passionate about mental health and personal development, and it is all tied because I know my own struggles around personal mental health and personal development, and it's all in the mind, it's all in the way you think about and how you develop yourself. So Renee Brown is just that writer who really helps us to really understand how to really get ourselves out of that mental state that is trapping you, making you feel like you're not worthy, making you feel like you can't have the life you want, and allowing us to understand that it's okay to be vulnerable, it's okay to be open, even though that might mean pain or hurt, but sometimes it also opens you up to all the big and wonderful changes that life has to offer. So I just appreciate Brené Brown for her honesty, for her vulnerability, and for her authenticity, because not everybody is able to be honest about their emotions. Not everybody is able to pour their heart on their page and just let you know how it is. And to be honest, from experience, when you do, you are often judged and you are, they are outcasted and you are even shamed from being able to tell of your pain and hurts. So vulnerability is not easy. It exposes you to a lot of hate and just even more pain just from telling your own story. But it is necessary, because sometimes when we are open about our emotions and when we are vulnerable, that is when we can free ourselves from the things that have been holding us back in the past. So that is one of the reasons why I appreciate Brené Brown as an author. So for all the writers out there, or all the people who love books, all the people who love literary works, I love to hear your own thoughts and opinion on who are some of those female writers that you admire, and definitely let me know a book by a female author that you like, and I would really like to check it out. Thanks again for watching this video, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!